By the way, I knew William from a job that we did previously. It's a very random thing that I have a friend who does feng shui, given that I'm not Chinese. So, and we've kept in contact ever since. I think we get along very well. And we work together very well also. So I think, and just for some context also, I married a Chinese person
All right.
who is a Muslim convert, and because of that, I've also been exposed to Chinese culture a bit more. This Chinese tea set is actually mine, which I brought here. And so I've been very interested in Chinese culture, Chinese history, and
Okay.
feng shui is something which, of course, has been something that my mother-in-law thinks that is very important, and I wanted to know more about that. And I know there's a lot of misconceptions around that. So, by the way, I think today we want to learn. I personally want to learn more about feng shui, what it is, what it isn't. And I know you've been doing feng shui for quite some time now. Maybe if you want to introduce to them.
I've been practicing feng shui for the last 20 years. My company is Global Wellness Feng Shui. Let me know what are some of these questions you have for feng shui.
For a lot of people, especially for my generation,
Right.
we don't know what feng shui is. We have certain misconceptions maybe about what feng shui is, and but I do know as well, just from my own knowledge, that it is something that's still very important in the Chinese culture, and some people treat it very seriously. I know Singapore does. So wanted to know more about the origins and the history of feng shui. For a lot of people,
Feng Shui in Chinese is actually Feng and Shui.
okay,
All right. When you say Feng, Feng means wind,
okay,
and Shui means water.
yes,
But when you just join the two words together, water and wind, actually it doesn't make any meaning.
okay, yes,
But what is important is actually the interpretation.
yes,
So when we say Feng and Shui,
yeah,
wind and water, actually we are talking about existence. Feng Shui itself, actually it's a principle.
okay,
All right, it's a set of principles. It's a philosophy.
okay,
Right. So when people talk about Feng Shui, why Feng Shui? Why want to practice Feng Shui?
yeah,
You are trying to leverage on existence to have wellness,
okay.
overall wellness.
It's very nature based
Yeah.
lah.
So it's very, I mean, when we talk about existence, existence actually combines a lot of things,
Okay.
right? Things like nature, things like environment, things like living things, non-living things, your landform, you know, things that you can find around you,
Yes.
how you actually leverage on them,
Yes, yes.
all right, to enhance your total wellness.
Okay.
All right, whose wellness?
Okay.
We are talking about your personal wellness, people around you. It could be also your office, your home, all right, even up to the nation or the country.
Okay.
Yeah?
All levels.
So all levels of wellness.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right? So that is how you actually leverage on the existence to enhance all these various areas.
Okay, okay. And I know feng shui has been around for a really long time. Roughly how long?
I think if you were to count it back, I mean there are different people with different
Yeah, different numbers lah.
frame,
Okay, okay.
But at least it has been around for the last 3,000 years.
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
I mean, it's worth talking about the evolution of feng shui.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? In the first place, how did feng shui come about?
Correct.
A lot of people actually don't know. They think it's a lot of superstition,
yeah,
and a lot of concepts, a lot of religion involved.
Yes.
But actually, feng shui itself is pure philosophy and principles. It's worth talking about how it evolved when, I mean, maybe a few thousand years ago. We're talking about lifestyle. We're talking about livelihood, talking about civilization.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you look back a few thousand years back,
yeah.
Right, whether it's the Chinese, whether it's other races, the Indians, the Malays, or Europeans, a lot of people are actually fishermen,
okay,
farmers.
Yeah.
Right. So now that is basic livelihood, survival.
Okay.
But it's not easy just to have this kind of trade or livelihood,
yes.
right? So what people do is that, in order to, I give you an example.
Okay, okay.
Let's say you're a fisherman. You want to go out to the sea to fish.
Yes.
You got to look at a lot of factors.
Correct.
Before you know whether you get your
weather, all those things.
You got to look at weather. You got to look at whether that day is nice. Is it a nice weather? Is it a stormy sea? All right. And whether the fishes are attracted to you.
Okay.
Whether there's enough lightings or not enough light.
Okay.
Right. So there are actually a lot of natural things that you need to consider before you can say that you have actually done a very successful fishing trip.
You want to put yourself in
Right.
the best position for success lah, basically.
Precisely. So if that day you have a stormy sea,
Okay.
very likely you won't want to go out to the
Yes,
sea to
yes,
fish,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
That's very dangerous.
Correct.
Now, how to help you in this prediction?
Okay.
I mean, how to forecast,
Yes.
right? Such things
Yes.
happening. So people started to actually look at the sun,
Okay.
the moon, the stars, the sea, the wind, all right, condition, and the water, meaning the sea condition.
Yes, yes.
So this is actually how it started. Feng Shui is how it started. You're actually looking at the existence of your environment,
External factors.
okay. Internal factors as well. All right. So all this actually comes together when people do a lot of try and errors. So a lot of try and errors was being put into place. They become to understand that certain factors are necessary before you can actually have a very successful fishing trip.
And through that kind of research and of course over the thousands of years they find patterns and
yes.
Okay.
So along the years you fine tune. So you have a lot of clinical studies.
Yes, yes.
Just like a doctor.
Yes.
A specialist. You need to do a lot of try and errors, a lot of clinical studies before you can actually profess in a certain area. Right. So that is actually how the Feng Shui has actually evolved throughout the years. So many years, all the way down.
Yes.
Until it becomes very precise nowadays.
So I mean that you mean to say that there are people who actually study these things and specialize in these kind of calculations?
Definitely. Because if you look at Feng Shui is not just a philosophy solely. Right?
Yes, yes.
It is a subject by itself, but it's a multifaceted subject.
Okay.
A lot of people don't understand. They think that Feng Shui is actually a certain form of superstition.
Yeah.
That's why
I think a lot of people have that kind of misconception.
But if you really look at Feng Shui in the correct perspective, it is actually a mixture of things like science.
Yes.
Take for example physics and chemistry, right?
Yeah.
You are involving things like motion, movements, circulation, all kinds of things, energy, forces. All these are actually science, very scientific.
Yes.
It's your physics, it's your chemistry.
Yes.
What is a catalyst for something to happen, right? So these are all involved. And it's also a mathematics.
Yeah.
Because why? We do study time, dimension, direction, and we do calculations, right? So that's how you actually come up with certain time frames, certain things happening, certain areas, certain duration. So mathematics is involved. The other one is geography.
Okay.
Why? Because we study landform.
Okay.
Right? You study mountains, you study nature, you study urbanization, you study the solar system, the planets, the stars, the sun, the wind movements. So in essence, that's geography. Right? So all these subjects actually combine together to form those basic principles of Feng Shui.
Okay.